I'm Molly. I can dance and sing, but I can't play the piano.
I'm Pete. I can ride a bike, but I can't ride a horse or drive a car.
I'm Helen. I can't swim, but I can play tennis and I can do gymnastics.
I'm Henry. I can't paint or draw, but I can take photos.
Hi, Kathy. How are you? I'm writing because I know it's your birthday tomorrow. Sam and I have got a present for you. It's only small, but it's nice. Can we come to your house in the morning or the afternoon? I must go now because Mum is calling me. It's dinner time and the food is on the table. Please email or text soon. Love, Jackie.
One. Do you prefer hot food or cold food? 2. Are you over the age of 12 or under the age of 12? 3. Do you prefer watching sports or doing sports? 4. Do you live in a house or a flat?
I'm really sorry I didn't come to your party. I couldn't. I was at the hospital. Look.
1. There aren't any biscuits, I'm afraid. I dropped them all on the floor. I'll get some more tomorrow.
2.
I'm sorry I'm late. I overslept. My alarm clock rang, but I didn't hear it.
3.
I can't talk right now. I'm at the supermarket. We're completely out of milk.
4.
My backpack? Oh, it's nothing very exciting. It's full of dirty clothes. I'm on my way to the laundrette.
So we need to find as many odd ones out in each group as we can, right?
What does odd ones out mean?
It means the ones that don't belong. And we have to think of good reasons. Look at the instructions. 2 points for every odd one out you find. 5 points for an odd one out reason that no other team thinks of.
OK.
Shall we start then?
Yes. Group 1. The zebra, the tiger and the fish all have 2 colours, but the whale is only 1 colour. So the whale is the odd one out.
Yes, but the fish is also the odd one out.
Why?
Because the others are all animals.
But the whale is a fish.
No, it isn't. It lives in the water, but it isn't a fish because it has to have air.
Oh, yes.
Group 2. Well, the vase is the odd one out because it isn't for drinks. And the cup is the odd one out because it hasn't got flowers on it.
OK. Group 3. The doctor's the only woman, so she's the odd one out.
Yes. And the thief's the odd one out because the teacher, the taxi driver and the doctor all help people. But the thief doesn't help people.
And the teacher is the odd one out because she works in the day, but the others all, sometimes or always, work at night.
Brilliant.
Group 1. The zebra, the tiger and the fish all have two colours, but the whale is only one colour. So the whale is the odd one out.
Yes, but the fish is also the odd one out.
Why?
Because the others are all animals.
But the whale is a fish.
No, it isn't. It lives in the water, but it isn't a fish because it has to have air.
Oh, yes.
Group 2. Well, the vase is the odd one out because it isn't for drinks. And the cup is the odd one out because it hasn't got flowers on it.
OK. Group 3. The doctor's the only woman, so she's the odd one out.
Yes. And the thief's the odd one out because the teacher, the taxi driver and the doctor all help people. But the thief doesn't help people.
And the teacher is the odd one out because she works in the day, but the others all, sometimes or always, work at night.
Brilliant.
One.
He went to the concert, but he...
2.
I can't sing or...
3.
He spoke to his mum and...
4.
I can't play the piano, but...
5.
I drank the mango juice and...
6.
Would you prefer coffee or...
7.
I ate the pizza, but...
8.
He didn't wash his face or...
9.
I'd like a burger and...
10.
He looked for his sister, but he... I didn't have much money, so I didn't buy the jacket. I didn't buy the jacket because I didn't have much money.
1.
He ordered some water because he was thirsty. He was thirsty, so he ordered some water.
2.
It was very noisy, so they couldn't sleep. They couldn't sleep because it was very noisy.
3.
She cried because she cut herself. She cut herself, so she cried.
4.
We arrived late because there was too much traffic. There was too much traffic, so we arrived late.
5.
The teacher explained it again because no one understood it. No one understood it, so the teacher explained it again.
Where were you yesterday?
I had to go to the hospital because I hurt my foot.
How did you do that?
It happened while I was coming home from the sports centre. There were no street lights on Sandy Lane, so it was really dark. There was a hole, but I didn't see it. I tripped and fell over.
Ouch! So what happened next?
I couldn't walk or even stand up. There was no one else on the street, so I had to phone my parents.
Did they take you to the hospital?
Yes. When we arrived at the hospital, I had to wait for 2 hours. That was difficult because my foot was really hurting. Finally, they did an X-ray.
And what was the result?
Although it was very painful, the foot wasn't broken. They put a bandage on it and gave me crutches to walk with.
Oh, how do you feel now?
It doesn't hurt too much now, but I can't walk or sit at a desk at the moment, so no school for me.
Oh, that's lucky, isn't it?
She worked as a nurse in the 90s.
1.
Here's a photo of my uncle. He looks like a businessman, but he's actually an artist.
2.
I'd like to talk to you as a friend. Is that okay?
3.
The test was quite difficult, as I expected.
4.
He'd like to get a job as a tour guide next summer.
5.
She sings beautifully, like a bird. Listen.
6.
We used a sharp stone as a knife. It worked very well.
7.
Let's get her some flowers, like roses or tulips.
8.
This perfume smells like flowers and vanilla. It's very nice.
Here are the answers to the Natural World quiz. So get ready to find out how many your team got correct. For the first 3 questions, we're thinking about continents. According to scientific discoveries, it seems that no horses lived in Australia during the Ice Age. So Australia is the first answer. There are deserts in every continent except Europe. And spiders, these live in every continent except Antarctica. So if you're not a fan of spiders, then that's the place to live. The next 3 questions are about losses to the natural world due to human activity. Deforestation, cutting down large numbers of trees for industry, has resulted in the loss of some bird species, and some species of animals too. Some kinds of tiger have been lost forever because of hunting. And in the future, some species of shark may become extinct because of overfishing. The food industry taking too many fish out of the sea, in other words. You need a season and a time of day for the next 2 answers. Turtles, like many animals, hibernate during the winter. And most birds fly during the night when they are migrating, despite the fact that they usually fly during the day at other times. Tails now, and we're thinking about what different animals use them for. Now, some lizards use their tail as a weapon to protect themselves against attackers. And of course, all fish use their tail as a propeller to help them swim, like the propeller at the back of a boat. How long do different animals live for? Chickens, about 20 years. Rhinos, about 50 years. And the giant tortoise, they often live until they're an amazing 150 years old. Finally, carnivores, herbivores, and omnivores. What are they? Well, herbivores only eat plants, and carnivores only eat meat. So, omnivores is the answer to question 14. Omnivores eat plants and meat. Most carnivores and omnivores have big teeth for eating meat. But things aren't always as they seem in the natural world. With their big teeth, hippos look like carnivores, but they are actually herbivores. And you wouldn't expect a plant to be a carnivore, but the Venus flytrap is. Its leaves are a bit like a mouth. They close when a fly walks on them, and the plant eats the fly. The final answer, then, is carnivores. And that's the end of the quiz. How many correct answers did you get?